Alright, what's up? We're playing Yume Nikki. I'm planning on finishing off the game tonight, barring any totally unforeseen difficulties. Big thank you to Rope Snake, KKWXYD, and AB. I've got some great usernames among my fans for giving me some advice for this last section. I've got a pretty good game plan going in. First off, I kept thinking we were one effect away, but it actually counts the tutorial as an effect. So there's two, and I have no idea what either of them are. I completely have forgotten which ones exist beyond these, but I have a good idea of where they are. So we're gonna plunge into it. So we were talking about the dream within a dream, which is a random event that we've triggered a few times, but haven't completely explored. And the way it works, I guess, is not that it keeps re-rolling every time you get into a bed while you're dreaming. It's that of the beds that are available in the dream world, of which apparently there's 5, where's the bicycle? One of them will have the event enabled every time you go to sleep. So we didn't get it that time. I'm gonna start looking for the other effect, which I have a clue. I know that it's from this world, the numbers world. But I feel like I've explored this quite a bit, so I'm quite curious to see if we can figure out where this is. This also does have more beds too, so eventually we'll stumble upon that area, and we'll try to go to bed again and see if we can get lucky there. So once I've found the penultimate event, oh hello, you better not be it. Okay. I was like, I'm sure I've talked to this guy before. Once we found the penultimate effect, we can start trying to grind out these bedtime effects. So we've been up in here before, I'm sure. We might as well check it out again. Yeah, I remember this. But did we ever find anything here? Did this ever go anywhere? Yeah, I remember this. Nothing to do. See, it's like unclear how big this part of the area is. Oh, we can't get there. What is this? How unnerving. This game is full of tiny little things like that. Like, often if there's a water area, there's, like, in the sewers and stuff, or on those piers, there's just something out there that you just can't get to. And we've talked a lot before about how this game is really good for kind of triggering those sort of vestigial, deep down video game feelings from when you were a kid. The feeling that games were kind of infinite, and that anything you saw had to have some sort of purpose that you could get at. The famous example, which also kind of leaned into this and embraced it, was the ice key in Banjo-Kazooie. Do you guys remember this? That in Freeze Easy Peak, I believe that level is called. There's this key made of ice locked away in the Bear family's house, and there's absolutely no way to get at it through normal gameplay. But if you use Game Shark codes, you actually can go pick it up, and it adds itself as a collectible in this area called... Oops, where's the other door here? This area called Stop and Swap. It's like a menu screen, and apparently the idea was that you would play Banjo-Tooie, and there would be parts where you would play Banjo-Kazooie, and where am I going? And get these items, and then literally take the cartridge out, swap it to the Banjo-Tooie cartridge on the N64. Oh, here it is. and it would had some sort of effect. It would do something. And then this turned out to be impossible, so they scrapped that aspect of the plan. And there was actually codes that I think you were supposed to get in Banjo-Tooie that you put in at the sandcastle thing with the letter grid on the floor that opened them up legitimately without using Game Shark codes or whatever. So this whole story took years and years to emerge. The years between Banjo-Tooie being released and Banjo-Kazooie coming out. And I remember just me and my cousin just like fascinated, like trying to come up with anything. Like we just felt like there must be an answer. Like there must be something we can do with this key. There must be some way to get it without using the Game Shark, because we had a Game Shark back then that we were always messing around with. And it's like there was a post-credit scene if you like got all of various collectibles, where it would like show you the ice key, and it would show you a couple other locations where you would get these eggs. And it's just like, what is this? Like, what is any of this for? Like, it completely enraptured us. And I feel like today, that's the one that I think is like a very good archetypical example. Hello, you better not give me something. If somebody just gives me something this easily, I'm gonna be frustrated. Ooh. We talked about this one before, that this one says ah. And it has these other weird faces. All these numbers, and there's just one here going ah. But yeah, there was... Oh, we went in here before. This was the awful turkey slaughtering room. I guess we gotta go back in. We're investigating everything now. Oh god, alright. Taking care of business. I really don't want to kill all these guys. That would take so long. I don't know what to check that I wouldn't have checked last time. Maybe this top corner? I don't know. I guess we'll go down here. Maybe there's some new way to interact with that thing down there that we didn't have before. That little bump. Oh, this is unpleasant. Thank you. Buy some more juice with that. Other stuff like in Mario 64, there was all sorts of things. Like often we would use Game Shark to get to some area that you weren't supposed to go to, and there would just be some strange texture or whatever. And obviously to me now, what do I do with this? This is just some sort of placeholder, something never intended you to see. I don't think there's anything to do here. I feel like I would have remembered if there was like some sort of puzzle here. Alright, let's make our way out, I guess. And it's like, yeah, now I know that it's just nothing. Like, it's just literally nothing. It's just some weird texture left over. Maybe there's some story to it, but only the people who worked on the game would have any knowledge of that. But at the time, we were just like, oh, what does this mean? Like, obviously this is some sort of key. Obviously there's still entire other hidden levels that required this. Like, we just weren't... I mean, we were children, right? Nowadays it feels like games don't really have this as much. Nowadays it's like things that... if something exists, it definitely exists for a purpose, and usually the purpose is very obvious. And at the very least, it's gonna let you do something at some point. Like, it's not just literally for no reason, for decoration. A recent exception, I guess, is like Pokemon. I remember playing Pokemon X and Y, and there's areas that are like, oh, this is off limits, like this is closed, like the power plant or whatever. And everyone thought that was either going to be like updated content later, because the 3DS. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, what does it mean? What does it mean? There must be some secret here. No, obviously not. Did I go in here? Where's this? But yeah, no, it just turns out It was nothing. It was maybe at one point planned for the third version, but it actually just amounted to nothing. Hello. You're non-aggro, right? You're just gonna leave me be. Thank you. Alright. No. Dang it. How about... That's the only one, right? They're all in different spots. So I feel like I explored this area pretty thoroughly, too. This is where you get the severed head from the happy smiling guillotine. Is there something else here? I think it just loops quite tightly. Ooh, you almost got me. Oh man. Although I wouldn't say I'm like that afraid of these girls. This area really gives me the creeps. Like my hair is standing up on my arms and stuff. And just this process of like trying to find the one that warps you back. It's quite disturbing. And the fact that they can still move while you're checking it, it's like very clever. This is like, I think, very good from an actual, like if Kikiyama wanted to make a completely different game, this is proof that they could do it. That they could make like the true thriller version of Yume Nikki. Which is, I guess, how some people interpret it. You got me. Alright, but we don't have to fully wake up now, because we have this. Or actually, maybe I should have woken up, because then I would have had a shot at going to bed again. Oh well, it's too late now. So I don't think I want to explore that area anymore. It's also just very unpleasant. But where else is there to go? The numbers world. So yeah, it's like just this feeling of you'll like never know what this is, what this was for. Ooh, another good example. I mostly know Nintendo games as examples for this. But in Super Mario Sunshine, there is the stage where you're put into the tiny bottle. You like shrink down and go into the bottle and look for red coins. This is during Noki Bay. And there's a door in kind of the bottom of the bottle in this little like structure. And you can turn the camera to see behind the door. The door is totally non-functional. You can't open it or anything like that. And you can turn the camera in behind, and there's a book. There's a book sitting on the floor behind the door. And it's like, what is this for? Why did they add this? Why does this model of a door that exists only in this one spot, why did they make it? Why did they put it here? And my best guess is that they probably, at first, were going to have a couple missions set in that bottle, because they went to quite a lot of effort to make this whole bottle and this whole shrinking premise and stuff just for one shine. And then probably while they were testing it, they're like, oh, this isn't actually so fun. It's kind of tedious to move around with like the underwater jetpack thing. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, this is 9 9s, okay? And I think elsewhere I saw a pattern of 8 8s. I've finally figured it out. I've finally figured it out. That these numbers do mean something. Anyways, so my feeling is that they scrapped the additional missions. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Never mind. No, and I think here. So it's like a lot of the times when you see kind of content like this, mysterious content, you can come up with some sort of plausible explanation for it. But Yume Nikki subverts even that. That it's like, it's not like there's something scrapped that this refers to. It's not like at one point Kikiyama intended for you to be able to tell the numbers to those 8-bit dudes that speak in numbers. and that you were supposed to get the numbers to tell them from the floor in this world. No, no, of course not. Of course not. It's just like literally no explanation. Like only Kikiyama knows, and we're never gonna get to find out. And if it's not clear, I'm presenting this as a good thing. I'm presenting this as very intriguing. This guy's face kind of reminds me of those faces. What's going on there? Also, where am I going? I don't think there's anything to see. I think I've explored this area very thoroughly. So, it was AB who said that the other effect that I'm missing, now that I've realized that the tutorial counts as an effect, was in the numbers world. AB, did you betray me? Did you perhaps want to send me to letters world? By the way, this whole numbers world and letters world thing reminds me a lot of the Phantom Tollbooth. If you haven't read that book, it's actually very Yume Nikki-esque in some ways. It's of course, you know, a kid's book, and it has a lot more coherent of a plot and a cheerful adventure in many ways. But kind of like the themed worlds that they travel to and the bizarre things they see, it's quite similar to me. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what I should do here, because I feel like I'm at my wit's end exploring this, and that maybe AB thought I didn't have the severed head or something. They just got mixed up with what effect I had left, which is fair. I mean, I'm not actually upset or anything, because I have no idea where else to go here. Feels like I've seen all of this again and again. So I guess we'll try grinding out the sleepy time events. It shouldn't be too bad. I have a 1-in-shot chance of going into the dream within a dream. And then I don't know what the odds are of going... I'll look around a little bit more. It occurred to me that like, maybe I just have to go this way. Maybe that's it. No, that just takes us here. Okay. I guess maybe I should look through here again. Feels like there should be something in here. Whereas all we've seen so far in this area is dead ends. Yeah, so there's the first event, the dream within a dream, where you take the staircase down, and that's where I'm hoping the fire is, that we can put out with water and get some sort of reward. And then there's this just takes me to the water, right? Yeah, and there's nothing I can do here. And then there's the dream within a dream. Within a dream. And that one, I don't know what the odds are, but we're definitely going to grind for it, because it's one of my favorite things in the whole game. And I couldn't remember if it was just another different event that you can get when you first fall asleep within a dream, or if it's within that dream, with like 2 layers down, or if it had nothing to do with it at all. So thank you for confirming that that is the method for getting that next one. It's really cool. I hope some of you watching haven't seen it before. You're really in for a treat. It's the little guy. He better not give me something. What? Oh. Dang. For a second I got really excited. But no, we had done that before. That's right. And of course, there's some interesting parallels between that little event and those closets that you're frantically looking through to kind of get out of the guillotine world with all the bird One-chans. That kind of makes me think there is something else in here, though. I have a hard time getting a read on this space. Oh, hello. Yay! Oh, sweet. Oh, okay. I'm really glad. I'm really glad that we stuck around. And check this out. You ready for this? I knew I should have remembered that there was a lamp effect, because you might remember the very first time we went in It's this one, right? The really dark one. And I was like, oh yeah, you're supposed to come back here after you have the lamp. And then I like said that, and then I never found the lamp, and I started like doubting myself. I started thinking I had just made this whole lamp idea up. But now that we have the lamp, let's see what this place really looks like. Ooh. See, we never would have saw these patterns before. They're totally invisible without the lamp. That's so cool. And let's go see our friend. You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to spook him, so we'll turn the lamp off until we see him. Hello. You ready to say hello? Oh, he's so cute! Oh man, and you know for sure, the way his eyes are, that he can see these patterns. That he just loves hanging out with these patterns. These kind of look like daggers almost, the shape of them. A subtle nod to the fact that this is where we get the knife. Wow. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. This is a good experience to have so late in the game. Ah, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, what a miracle. I was so close to giving up. I was so close. There's the knife. I like how the knife isn't on really any of these patterns. And it's like even a little asymmetrical between these ones. These are like hands. Ooh, ooh, how nice. Knives. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, come hang out. Come hang out. Ah, yeah. Look at his eyes. He loves it. He loves the cat. Hello. Alright, so now it's time for Operation Grind Sleep. Which I guess I might as well start in the next episode. I'm sort of tempted to just only record like once I've got it. Nah, that's stupid. That's not in the spirit of our channel. What am I saying? When have I ever done something like that? I'm gonna save though. Just out of paranoia. Alright, so we're at 24 effects. I thought that was the whole thing, but no. There's one effect more. I think we've saved a good one for last, just based on how we get it. So yeah, please join me tomorrow for what could be the finale, or what could be an extremely boring, uneventful episode where I just get in and out of bed over and over again. Alright, bye-bye.